Why are these campus uprisings happening? Why? Top Republicans are trying to say it's about anti-Semitism. They're going to do something about it. But what is underlying it? What is our real concern here? Let's bring in Bill O'Reilly. How do you see it, sir?
Well, first of all, I have to recover from the previous segment. That was like watching Fantasia on speed. So
what does that mean?
Book guests who are just, that means that it was wildly out of control. When you book guests that are not going to be convinced, no matter what you present to them, they're going to believe what they want to believe, then you get a merry-go-round. So here's the story. I wrote a column on BillO'Reilly.com on Sunday called The Treachery Behind the Protests. The group that is funding and that you cited and that he almost panicked when you mentioned the name is Students for Justice for Palestine, founded in 1993, Berkeley, California. All right, Dr. Hatim Bazian is the head of it. They are the organizers of all of the protests across the country. They are funded by the American Muslims for Palestine, very deep-pocketed, do get money from overseas, and the Westchester People's Action Coalition in New York, which funded the Columbia stuff, courtesy of George Soros. So that's the money pipeline coming in. And how it works is that the Students for Justice for Palestine has a database of campus activists, all left-wing activists. And they can email them and coalesce them very, very quickly. Get out here, meet there, do this. It's no accident all the tents at Columbia look the same. What did they go into Home Depot to buy the tents before? Come on. They were shipped in. So were the printed signs. And so that people need to know that this is organized. It isn't like Vietnam. And it's a sliver of college students. A sliver. I got 2 kids in college. They're not going through any of this. Okay. Then you go to the Harvard-Harris poll out yesterday, which says 80% of Americans support Israel over Hamas, which is the logical position. Because Hamas, as we all know, attacked Israel, slaughtered civilians, raped civilians, and Hamas has to be destroyed. We did, the United States did the same thing in World War II. We firebombed Tokyo, we firebombed Dresden, we killed hundreds of thousands of civilians because the Tojo regime and Hitler had to be destroyed. It's exactly the same thing. Now, I'm not justifying any death for civilians, but I am telling you, when you have a terror group that can come in at any time and slaughter thousands of your citizens, you have got to root out the terror group. And the only way to do that is through violence. And the far left doesn't want that because it hates Israel. Some of them are anti-Semitic, others attach it to the United States, which is despised by the far left progressive movement. So that is really what is going on here. Most college kids aren't anti-Semitic. They just want to take their finals and go home for the summer, which is what will happen, by the way. The story's got about a week left. And by the way, UCLA, so you ought to hang around NewsNation. That's going to happen in about an hour. So the police are going to go in, dismantle the construction, arrest the 300 in there. None of them will be prosecuted, just like the 283 arrested in New York. Alvin Bragg's not going to prosecute any one of them. No one. They'll all be dismissed. You wait and see.
One pivot point here, and I appreciate your comments at this point. Look, you and I have a fundamental disagreement about what the way forward is. I believe in conflictual conversation. I have seen in my audience, I have seen in the reaction that it's better than just preaching to the converted and bringing on people who are too stupid to battle back with me, so I just win every argument. I believe in it. I believe people are sophisticated enough. I believe people are sophisticated enough to get something from it. But that's stylistic fundamentally, philosophical also. My concern here, Bill, is this. I think that if you are able to affect the young, bright, highly educated people, it is a sign of a true vulnerability to radicalism and fundamentalism. And as a student of history, This doesn't only smack of Germany in 1938. This smacks of what happened in Iran in the 70s, where fundamentalists came in and changed a culture by starting with the students. And are you concerned that this is the beginning of radicalization in America?
I'm concerned about radicalization in America, certainly. Okay, but I'm more concerned about poor leadership across the board, from Biden down to the college presidents. Look, this isn't like 1938 Germany. Most college kids don't want any part of this. They're not anti-Semitic. They don't even understand what's going on. Most of the protesters don't understand the issue. That doesn't concern me. The lack of leadership does. Get the most powerful Jewish American in the country, Chuck Schumer, the senator, majority leader, took him 13 days to issue a statement. Why? Because he's afraid of the progressive left, which is driving all of this. Biden still hasn't issued a statement. His dopey spokesperson today embarrassed herself again by saying, oh, President Biden is very strong against anti-Semitism. Look, lady, the guy is the president. He should have been out on day 2 saying this has got to stop. Then you got the college presidents who are absurd. Look, the University of Florida is a big school. Ben Sasse runs it. Sasse comes out day 1 and says, you violate university rules, you're expelled. Okay,
yeah,
that's
Vanderbilt
it.
did the same thing.
That's it. Okay.
A lot of Southern schools
So where are
did.
these other pinheads? They're responsible for this. These poor leaders, politically correct, woke people who have no spine and who allow people to be injured. And the final point I want to make is the progressive left, which drives this protest across the country, wants public disorder. We saw it after George Floyd. They want chaos and anarchy. Today is May Day, all right? Happy communism. In Ireland, and I was just there, all the anti-Semitic signs that are all over Belfast are sponsored by the Irish Communist and Socialist Party. All right? So that's what's happening. Now, you can debate that guy for 18 minutes straight. You'll never get that kind of clarity that I just gave you, ever. So
but
if
it's
you
only
want
one side of the conversation.
Fantasia on steroids, go.
No, I want to engage both sides. Bill O'Reilly, thank you very much. I appreciate you for being here. I wish it were as simple as one version says everything and means everything.
It's not, but it's a fact-based story. I sent you a not woke mug. Did you get the not woke mug?
I do. I have it.
Okay.
I have it.
And I'm sending one to every protester. Okay.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.